Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview's historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
I'm Amanda Gaskin with Briar Patch Realty. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
I think he had a private lawyer or conflict counsel, I'm not sure who. And I'm sorry, I don't have copies of these for probation, but most of them should be very simple, Your Honor. May I approach?
Yes. Thank you very much.
And Your Honor, I used block letters. Hopefully the court can read my
Yes.
handwriting.
All right, sir, if you'll please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth? If so, say I do.
I do.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand down if you'll just tell me your name.
William Robert Rodman.
All right, Mr. Rodman, in case 21 CF 1837, it's alleged that you violated your probation. There are 2 allegations. This affidavit was filed back in 2022. That's when the warrant appears to have been issued, and it just apparently took quite some time for you to be picked up on that warrant. So, sir, have you had a chance to talk to your lawyer about the allegations that you violated your probation?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you discuss the agreement with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your signature on the back of the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand the rights that you give up when you enter a plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand you're giving up the right to have a contested hearing and make the state prove the allegations?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you entering the agreement freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone forcing you or threatening you?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than what's showing on the agreement?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services of your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir, are you admitting to the allegations that you violated your probation?
Yes, ma'am. I wasn't making very good judgments on my life at that time.
I accept your admission. I find it was freely and voluntarily entered. In accordance with your agreement, there will be an adjudication of guilt on the underlying charge, and that is possession of drug paraphernalia, which is a first-degree misdemeanor, and probation is revoked and terminated. You are sentenced to 60 days, that's 60 days, in the Okaloosa County Jail with credit for all time served. And there is a $100 VOP cost of prosecution fee and a $150 cost of defense fee. That includes the application fee. And that's in addition to any monetary obligations or costs or fees that were previously assessed. All outstanding financial obligations will go to collections 6 months after you are released if you haven't paid them by then. So that will affect your driver's license. So I encourage you to take care of the financial obligations or go see the clerk to get on a payment plan within 6 months after you get out, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have 30 days to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court. If you cannot afford a lawyer, I'll appoint one for you. I do need to point out, Okaloosa Sheriff's Office requested a reimbursement for transportation.
All right.
Because I did not see that. Can you tell us how much that is, Your Honor? Because I did not see that.
Sure, it is $333. And I'm trying to bring it up right now. It was filed on May 7th.
Yeah, Your Honor, he does not object.
Okay, was transportation from the Fayette County Jail in, is it Fayette
Yes,
or
ma'am.
Fayette?
It's Fayette.
Fayette, Alabama. And so it's actually transported by U.S. Prison Transport is the agency, but the Sheriff's Office submitted it. So, sir, I'm going to add that to this agreement. I am imposing that as well. Does that change your decision to enter into the agreement?
No, ma'am.
Okay. $333 reimbursement for transportation.
333 even, Your Honor?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, and it's, let's see. Do I make it on here to the Sheriff's Office or U.S. Prison Transport? I'll just put either or.
Your Honor, I don't know if there was because I don't know the history of this old case, but just in case sometimes, if there was any FTA, does the state agrees that the state would not prosecute on any FTA?
I don't believe the state has filed on any FTAs, and we will not be doing so.
Just in case.
All right.
Because I knew it had gone on a long time, and didn't want them held up.
Okay. Thank you.
Judge, very quickly, we're going to go back to Ms. Farkas's case, Kyle, Eli.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Good luck.
Sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, very quickly, Kyle Christopher Elely, 23 CF 864, and the 25 MM 1539. I'm just going to have Mr. Elely sign this copy.
Okay.
And I have the score sheet, and I'm going to provide a copy to probation.
Okay.
If I may approach?
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
So just to specify, in the 23 CF 864 case, that one, the reinstate and modify state probation, I specify because that one, he's essentially got two things running parallel and completely unrelated. Because in that case, he'll do a special term of 90 days, Okaloosa County Jail, and then probation will terminate, the state probation will terminate upon his release. In the misdemeanor case, he'll do the 90 days jail, followed by 6 months misdemeanor JCS probation. That will terminate automatically upon payment of the restitution, which is included there. So it's two separate probations to essentially allow him to pay the restitution, is the idea. And I'll make sure that he has the paper for JCS probation.
So on the score sheet, when I'm checking off the sentence, I guess this would only apply to the felony case.
Yes, he is
Okay.
also going to do the 90 days Okaloosa County Jail in the misdemeanor, which will run concurrent and he'll receive credit in that one.
Okay.
And then when he gets out, the state probation terminates and the felony case is done. He'll check in with misdemeanor probation and have 6 months to pay the restitution, which I
Okay.
believe he's planning to pay quicker than that. But
So on the score sheet, when I'm checking the box for the sentence, I mean, it's just jail for the felony. Do I need to also include the probation for the misdemeanor in here?
I don't believe so because the score sheet is the primary, primary case on the score sheet is the felony, but.
Okay. All right. Sir, if you'll raise your right hand, do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth? If so, say I do.
I do.
Thank you, sir. And if you'll just state your name for me one more time.
Kyle Elely.
Thank you, sir. In case 23 CF 864, it's alleged you violated your probation. And in 25 MM 1539, you're charged with 1 count of petty theft, which is a first-degree misdemeanor. Have you had a chance to talk to your lawyer about the allegation that you violated your probation and the charge of petty theft?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you read and sign this plea agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I know we were here a little while ago, and we were talking about a different agreement than the one that's in front of me now. I just want to make sure you had a chance to read this one that I'm holding.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is this your signature on the last page?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand the rights that you give up when you enter into an agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You are giving up your right to have a contested hearing in the felony case on the violation of probation. You're also giving up your right to have a trial on the misdemeanor case. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone forcing you or threatening you to make you enter into this agreement?
No, ma'am.
Has anybody promised you anything?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services of your lawyer?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
All right. Have you had any drugs, alcohol, medicine, or any substance in the last 24 hours?
No, ma'am.
I have a score sheet that shows 23 total sentence points. Any objections or corrections?
No, Your Honor.
On the misdemeanor case, is there any DNA?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right, I do find a sufficient factual basis based on my review of the arrest documents. Sir, if you're not a U.S. citizen, do you understand the plea could subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you admitting the allegations that you violated your probation in 23 CF 864?
Yes, ma'am.
I accept your admission. I find it was freely and voluntarily given. In 25 MM 1539, how do you plead to 1 count of petty theft?
No contest.
I accept your plea. I find it was freely and voluntarily entered. In accordance with your agreement, on the felony case, that's 23 CF 864, I find that you have violated your probation, but the adjudication of guilt will continue to be withheld. You are reinstated and modified on your state probation, and the modification is a special term of 90 days in the Okaloosa County Jail with credit for time served. This will run concurrent with state probation, and the modification 90 days in the Okaloosa County Jail with credit served. This will run sentence that I'm about to announce. CF 8 automatically upon your release from jail. And in that case, in addition to any previously imposed financial obligations, there is a $150 cost of defense fee and a $100 cost of prosecution fee. You'll have 24 months after you get out of jail to pay all of your outstanding financial fees, costs, or other financial obligations. Did I cover everything on the felony case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. In the misdemeanor case, 25 MM 1539, as to the charge of petty theft, there is an adjudication of guilt, and you are sentenced to 90 days in the Okaloosa County Jail with credit for time served. That's concurrent to the 90 days that I just announced in the felony case, 23 CF 864. And followed by, in the misdemeanor case, 6 months of misdemeanor JCS probation. In addition, the court is assessing $547.81 in restitution to Fly By, FLYBUY, 4651 Highway 20 East, Niceville, Florida, 32578. Your probation is to automatically terminate upon your payment of restitution in full. And let me see about costs, because I don't see any costs on that one.
That would be $270 and then the $50 PEP.
Okay, so on this agreement, it doesn't include the mandatory court costs of $270. I do have to impose those.
Your Honor, I also wrote 547 instead of 574 in restitution.
Okay.
That is my mistake.
All right, just one second. 574.81.
I did
So-
tell him that it was 574.81.
Okay, just one second. And it's a $50 cost of defense fee on the misdemeanor case. So, sir, instead of the amount I announced a minute ago for restitution, it is actually $574.81. There are also mandatory court costs in the misdemeanor case of $270, 270. Plus, instead of a $100 cost of defense fee, it's only $50 in that case. You will have 24 months to pay all of those obligations after you get released. If there's anything unpaid at that time, then the restitution would go to a civil lien. Well, actually, all right, what's going to happen if he doesn't pay his probation during the 6 months, or doesn't pay his restitution during the 6 months?
Yes, so if he doesn't pay the restitution during the 6 months, then he would be violated. That would be a term of the probation that he didn't complete. But speaking with Mr. Elely, I do believe that he will be paying the restitution as soon as possible. But as with any other term of probation, there would probably be a notice to appear. I don't think if that's the only violation that he could be violated the same way as if he had another technical violation or a new law.
Okay.
But he would have to appear on it.
Okay, so regarding that 24 months to pay after you're released, so, I mean, what about his court costs?
I suppose we
and
can
stuff?
cross that part out. The court costs and the restitution, that would have to be included in the 6 months.
Okay.
And then the probation will terminate upon payment of all of those costs. So the restitution plus the court costs and the PD fee.
Okay, so I wrote on here some changes. I corrected the amount of restitution and the public defender fee. I crossed out the 24 months to pay in the misdemeanor case.
Yes, thank you.
I added the $270 in court costs, and I wrote on here about probation to automatically terminate upon payment of restitution. I added, and court costs / fees. So I'm going to hand it back if you would please have Mr. Elely initial it. Thank
I was
you.
trying to write quickly. I didn't save any time in the end. Okay, you could just initial right there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. So the 24 months to pay only applies to the financial obligations in 23 CF 864. So if you don't pay, in that case, all of your financial obligations within 24 months after you get out, then your license will likely be suspended in that case, okay? All right.
And he has
So-
the paper for misdemeanor probation?
Yes, as soon as you get out of jail, you need to report into misdemeanor probation. It's a little barcode that you scan on your phone. And good luck to you, sir. You have 30 days to appeal the order of the court. If you can't afford a lawyer, I'll appoint one for you.
Right this way, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just next up is Michael Ross, and I'm going to be back with Mr.
Your Honor, Michael Ross with, in 22 CF 2558. We're here on basically a Phoenix House status. It's my
Yes,
understanding
yes.
he was ordered, sentenced to Phoenix House.
Yeah, a month ago.
State probation has the specific information, but basically they haven't come and got him, but it's all appropriately in the works. This state probation, can you elaborate?
Yes, Phoenix House gave us an update this morning. They said they anticipate his pickup within 3 to 4 weeks.
Goodness, are they that full? I guess they're that full. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad we set a status. Because, you know, I didn't want you to just linger there, and at least we can stay on top of it and make sure that you're not forgotten about.
Absolutely.
They must be really full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set another status in a month.
Yes, ma'am.
And that way, you know, if you're still in jail then, at least we can stay on top of it and get to the bottom of it. I mean, I can't, there's nothing I can do if they don't have any space available yet. We have to
Yes,
wait
ma'am.
for a bed. But at least we can stay on top of it and make sure that, you know, we're monitoring the situation.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So why don't I reset, or just set another status for July 22nd?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure, and that is simply to make sure that, or to see whether Mr. Ross got picked up by Phoenix House. I don't want that court date to delay Mr. Ross from being taken to Phoenix House. And Mr. Medina, if you, when you're preparing for your court date or something, you see that he's already been taken to Phoenix House,
Yes, Judge.
please notify the clerk. We will cancel the court date. It is simply to, it's only there if Mr. Ross is still in jail,
Yes,
so that
Your
we can
Honor.
ask why is he still in jail.
Yes, Your Honor. We had confirmed he was still in jail this morning, so we were, then probation did a further look, so we'll make sure we're on top of that, Judge. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Rashad Armstrong is next.
Your Honor, I need to give some important information to Mr. Armstrong, and it'll just take a second.
Sure.
Rashad Armstrong. Mr. Armstrong has, correct me if I'm wrong, but he has VOP cases in addition to 25 CF 323 that he was probably on the docket for today. I apologize, I don't have those other case numbers.
I do. They're 22 CF 2107, 22 CF 2138, and 23 CF 1291. All of those cases are violation of probation cases. And then, like you said, the new law is 25 CF 323. We were scheduled for a motion hearing today on the motion to compel, Mr. Medina, that you filed on June 2nd.
Yes, Judge, and as I understand it, two things. Number one is that a plea deal is likely. The state has agreed to hold its plea offer open until his already scheduled next court date, a pretrial conference on August 13th. So I am anticipating, based on what Mr. Armstrong is telling me, that a plea deal will be entered for the state's offer at that point in time. And the state's keeping it open until then. Meanwhile, the state does advise that it is working diligently on the redactions that it referenced last week. I understand State Attorney Gaynor's been in court
Every day,
the
just
whole
about.
time. So
Yes.
they're working diligently on that. I don't see a need to actually have a contested motion to compel hearing. We can simply continue that to August 13th. As soon as I'm going to continue through on my due diligence, and as soon as we get that information from the state, we'll provide it. He can watch the additional videos at the jail. But like I said, it is anticipated this is going to be resolved.
Okay.
He needed to make some arrangements and so forth with family, so.
Okay, so regarding the motion to compel, are you withdrawing it, or are you?
I'm asking to continue the motion to compel for a date that's either at the same time as the pretrial conference on August 13th, or if we need a placeholder after it. I don't see a need for a prior court date. I anticipate it's going to be resolved without having to have a decision on the motion to compel, in which case I will then withdraw it.
Okay.
If as soon as we get the redacted video, assuming it's complete, I'll file a order of cancellation or a notice of withdrawal or something like that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Judge, I'd have to think, unless the court wants to tell me how to do my job, which would be appreciated. I'm not sure what exactly I would call it, but I will be withdrawing the motion as soon as we get the paperwork.
Here's what I'm putting on my order. Continued, this is the hearing on the motion to compel, continued at the defense's request to pretrial conference August 13th. Will reset hearing on that date if necessary.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you.
But from what I'm hearing, you don't believe it will be necessary. I'm not holding you to that, but that you expect the cases to be resolved.
Thank you, Your Honor. That
Okay.
sounds great.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Next up is Hamilton Boyin.
My cases have been concluded for the day. Over my adopted partner's objection, may I be excused?
Yes, have a wonderful rest of your day. And Ms. Farkas, too, have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you Thursday.
Yes,
Okay. Thank you.
Your Honor, Steve Medina with Hamilton Boykin in 24 CF 356. I'm just writing one additional thing on my file, and then we're ready to present and sign an agreement, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I'm approaching the agreement, Your Honor. It is going to be hopefully the court can read my handwriting with block letters. Basically, he's going to go to Haven House, a 9-month faith-based program, bars to bed. He'll need to enter and successfully complete that.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And it'll be reinstated and modified to add that.
Okay. Let me pull up the case. All right, sir, if you'll please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth? If so, say I do.
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand down, and if you'll just state your name, please.
Hamilton Range Boykin.
Thank you. In case 24 CF 356, it's alleged that you violated your probation, and there are 4 allegations on the affidavit filed on April 30th. Have you had a chance to talk to your lawyer about those allegations and any possible defenses you might have?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you discuss the plea agreement with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that your signature on the back?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you are giving up your right to have a contested hearing and make the state prove the allegations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you entering the admission freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's showing on this agreement?
No, Your Honor.
Is anyone forcing you or threatening you?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the services of your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am, very much so.
Good. That's good to hear. Have you had any drugs, alcohol, medicine, or any substance in the last 24 hours?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, do you understand that this agreement could result in your deportation if you're not a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor, I do understand.
Are you admitting to the allegations that you violated your probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
I accept your admission. I find it was freely and voluntarily given. And it looks like there's already an adjudication of guilt on the one count. It was count 2 originally.
That's
in the
correct,
case.
Your Honor, on September 17, 2024, adjudicated guilty on count 2 only.
Yes. So, in accordance with your agreement, we are going to reinstate and modify your probation. We're going to add a special condition that you must enter and successfully complete Haven House, the 9-month faith-based program. This will be bars to bed, meaning you'll have to remain in jail until there's a bed available for you. And in addition to any previously assessed financial obligations, court costs, or fees or anything like that, associated with this violation of probation, there is a $100 VOP cost of prosecution fee, $150 in cost of defense fee, that includes the application fee, and $104.55 reimbursement to Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office for transportation. And you must still, it says maintain existing obligations. Does that mean same terms and conditions and everything?
Your Honor, he has to complete his existing obligations. There were many obligations such as multi-offender DUI school, VIP.
Yes, you'll still have to.
So he still has to do everything like that.
Okay, so did I cover all the terms and conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So first of all, sir, you have 30 days to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court. If you can't afford a lawyer, I'll appoint one for you. Second of all, I wish you the best with this program. I know you can do it.
Absolutely.
You can do it. Third, I'm trying to prevent you from being forgotten about in jail, so I'm going to set a control date.
Your Honor, I've already spoken to the director of the Haven House and have a bed available for me today.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, I've been very preemptive on it.
That's great. So, Mr. Medina, what do I need to do to make sure, absolutely sure, that Mr. Boykin is not forgotten about in jail?
What I would ask the judge is that if for some reason he doesn't get, people in his position, they want to get to their treatment quick.
Yes.
So if Mr. Boykin is for any reason not transported to Haven House by next week, please send me a jail mail. I'll advise the court, and then we could put him on for a status. But I don't necessarily think this is one that requires a proactive status.
But sometimes people, there's a miscommunication or there's some breakdown in the communication, and sometimes there's a lengthy delay, and I'm trying to avoid that happening to you.
I understand, Your Honor, and I appreciate you doing that for me.
Sure. So, because everyone wants you to get out of jail into your program.
Yes, I can understand.
So, as soon as possible. So I want to make sure that you don't,
I appreciate that very much.
you're not still in jail a while, down the road. So what I'll do, Mr. Medina, is, okay, Mr. Boykin, if you are still in jail in a week or so, and you feel that you have reason to believe that you've been forgotten about or there's a problem,
Yes.
write something to Mr. Medina, but send it to the clerk of court.
Okay.
Because then it will probably come to me too. I mean, I will probably be notified of it, and that will alert me too.
Thank you.
Yes, and then we will put you on the docket and bring you in as soon as we can. It might be a couple of weeks till my next court date, but we will bring you in and try to get to the bottom of it.
Okay, absolutely.
Sure.
Your Honor, just for the record, just wanted to put that he does have significant community support, so there'll be a lot of people, I'm sure,
yes.
rooting for him to, one day at a time, live a good, sober life, so good luck.
Absolutely.
Malik Bradshaw.
Oh, I think Ms. Fowler has something to say.
And it'd be fine if when Haven House picks them up, that they take them straight to the Defuniak office rather than bringing them to our office and then back there. So he can just go to Defuniak where he's already being supervised, and they'll instruct him on the lot here.
Okay, so when they come to pick me up, I go to the Defuniak office first to see Officer Matthew Allen, and then I go down to Haven House.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, good, thank you.
Excellent.
Great, thank you, thank you. Good
Thank
luck
you,
to
Your
you,
Honor.
good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, Steve Medina with Malik Bradshaw at 25 CF 604. We're here on defendant's motion to compel. I don't know if the state has any additional information at this time as to the status of unproduced videos. I didn't see anything when I last checked.
I'm pulling it up. I know the state did receive the video requested and the motion to compel, and I believe I had an urgent request last week to get that sent over to defense. We originally thought it was going to be 2 videos from the citizen contact, one from Deputy Lee and then one from Deputy
Carter.
Who is it?
Larry Carter.
Carter, yes. I confirmed with Deputy Carter, and he confirmed as well after review that he does not have any body cam video that he originally thought he did from the citizen contact, but Deputy Lee did have it. So I was able to obtain that and share that over with defense. And let me just triple check that it was. Yes, it looks like it was resent to him on June 13th. So you should have a new link with one additional video from Deputy Lee regarding that citizen contact.
Okay, Your Honor, let me just make sure, may I have your indulgence for a moment?
Of course. And just in case I missed it, which is possible, the case number is 25 CF 604, just so that our record is clear as to which case we're here on. It's the defendant's motion to compel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think then what we can do is, at this time, continue the matter to, he's already on pretrial conference of August 13th, so let's just continue everything to them. It's similar to another inmate in the event that we can basically not have a contested hearing today, and I will see what we get or what we've got relating to Deputy Sheriff Aaron Lee. I will tell the court that based on extensive work that's been done in the case, it's anticipated there's going to be a motion, and I need to see what Deputy Sheriff Lee's video shows before I can complete work on any such motion.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm filling out the order. The motion hearing will be continued at the defense's request. The state has provided an additional video that's the subject of the motion, but defense needs time to review it. And then on August 13th, if your motion is still needing to be heard, then we can schedule a hearing, or if it doesn't need to be heard, you can withdraw it at that
Yes,
time?
and Your Honor, I'm sorry. If I may ask for one other thing, because we had recently taken Deputy Sheriff Larry Carter's deposition, and this is new information that the state's given me, because I had understood from the deposition that he would have had citizen contact video. Does the state mind if it will forward to us any, did Larry Carter provide like an email or anything like that? Is there anything?
It was over text message, but I'll put it in an email and have him just
If you could
confirm
provide that,
because
so we have some
it was the state's
statement
impression.
by Larry Carter as to what his position is. No disrespect, I don't, it's not that I don't believe Ms. Gaynor, it's just I want to see what he said.
And it was a surprise to me, Your Honor, as well, because he did state at depositions he thought he had it, but when he went back and checked the CAT report and the E.com, he did
And
not.
also because, like I said, this very well may be a motion, there could be a contested VOP evidentiary hearing, because we've got significant video evidence that we think may support our position. So if I have, for instance, his own text or email, whatever it is, to Ms. Gaynor, that's something I could potentially use in cross-examination.
Okay,
Thank you.
sure. Let me just fill out this order and then I'll read the rest of it. Okay, here's what I put. The hearing on the motion to compel is continued at the defense's request to the 8/13/25, August 13/25 pretrial conference. State has provided additional video and defendant's attorney needs time to review that. On August 13th, 2025, the motion will be either reset for a hearing if necessary or withdrawn if moot. Does that sound accurate
Yes,
as to what
Judge.
we have done today?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right.
And then we're going to expedite this as much as possible. Given the fact that I may be having 2 trials in the next couple or so weeks, I'm doing my best.
Understood.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Tracy Ayers is up next.
So I'm Steve Medina with Tracy L. Ayers. Ms. Ayers is approaching, and we have an agreement resolving her DOPs. It relates to 23 CF 2070 and also a 24 CT 715 case that was resolved originally in circuit court, so that continues before Your Honor.
Okay,
Do you have any questions? Ms. Ayers is signing the agreement that we previously been over, and the state's already signed.
all right, thank you.
Thank you. May I approach, Judge?
Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, ma'am, if you'll just raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth? If so, say, I do.
I do.
Thank you, ma'am. You can put your hand down. You're here in case 23 CF 2070 and 24 CT 715, and you're here on allegations that you violated your probation in both of those cases. Have you had a chance to talk to your lawyer about the allegations that you violated your probation?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you discuss the plea agreement with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you read and sign the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your signature on the back page?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by entering into the agreement, you're giving up your right to have a contested hearing and make the state prove the allegations? Is anyone forcing you or threatening you to make you enter into this agreement? Has anybody promised you anything other than what's showing on the agreement? Are you satisfied with the services of your lawyer?
Yes.
Did he answer all of your questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, medicine, or any substance in the last 24 hours?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand that this agreement could subject you to deportation if you're not a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you admitting the allegations that you violated your probation in 23 CF 2070 and 24 CT 715?
Yes, ma'am.
I accept your admission. I find it was freely and voluntarily given. And in accordance with your agreement, it looks like you were already adjudicated guilty. It's misdemeanors in
Right.
both cases. It's all misdemeanors.
Yes, ma'am.
Probation in both cases is revoked and terminated. And you are sentenced to 90 days in the Okaloosa County Jail on each count. That's counts 1, 2, and 3 in the CF case, and then just one count in the CT case. All of that is running concurrent, meaning at the same time, and all of that is with credit for time served. And in your VOP felony case, that is 23 CF 2070, there is a $100 VOP fee and a $150 cost of defense fee. That includes the application fee. That's in addition to any other fees, fines, or court costs that were previously imposed. Then in the CT case, there is a $50 VOP fee and a $50 cost of defense fee. Again, that's in addition to any fees, court costs, or fines that were previously assessed.
And Your Honor, may I?
Yes.
I think I got that right. I can never keep it straight, but it was a CT case handled in the circuit court. Is it going to be a 50 cost of prosecution and 50 PD?
Yes.
That's what I think. Okay.
Yes,
I just wanted to make sure, Judge, because I didn't want to
Strictly
steer the
by
court wrong.
case study.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. So, ma'am, all of your financial obligations, the ones that may have been previously imposed when you initially pled, and the ones imposed today, or any, if there's any cost of supervision, whatever you owe in this case, or both of these cases, you will have 6 months to pay those or get on a payment plan. After you get out of jail, after 6 months, anything that's not paid will go to collections. That'll affect your driver's license. So if you're not able to pay the whole thing, I would encourage you to go see the clerk, get on a payment plan. They'll work with you to make monthly payments to keep your license from getting suspended, okay?
Okay.
All right, so you have 30 days to appeal the order of the court, and if you cannot afford a lawyer, I'll appoint one for you. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Stephen Hino with Angela J. Brunson in 24 CF 1519. At this point in time, I think all that can be accomplished is that Ms. Brunson enter a denial. She has advised me that she intends to hire a private lawyer. I would ask to put her on a July date for a status or something to make sure that moves along. Otherwise, we may need to get set for VOP evidentiary. I will advise the court that, as she is aware, we submitted a Keaton evaluation request. The state has indicated, and I informed her, that the state was okay, the state attorney's office is okay of her doing Keaton, but right now she wants to discuss everything with a private lawyer, and that's certainly her right if she can afford one.
Okay, so,
And my understanding also is the other alternative would be 11 months, 29 days jail, which she doesn't want to agree to.
That's correct.
okay. So what I will do is reset the case for July 22nd. That's our next VOP court date. That'll be at 9 o'clock. And ma'am, if you are going to get a private attorney, I would encourage you to do so as quickly as possible, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll see you on July 22nd.
Thank you.
At 9. Thank you.
And Your Honor, I just, while we're on there, Ms. Brunson, just listen up too, is that if, no matter what, if you decide you want to get that Keaton evaluation, please let the jail know, or us know, or Keaton know. We want to facilitate your
Didn't I
getting.
already send off the?
We submitted it, but you told me a little earlier that you had trouble getting the actual evaluation because you got information saying they weren't going to evaluate you until the court had approved you, and
No, that's just what the jail had told me.
okay. Well, that's not the way it works. But if there's anything we can do,
Okay, thank
because
you.
you need to get evaluated by Keaton, so you can know that you've got that option.
Okay, yeah, I would still like an evaluation.
Okay, well, we've requested it, but make sure you say yes if they come knocking. Thank you.
All right.
Jenny, before we call the next case, can we approach, please?
Yes.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
Man, I got this. Let's roll.
Fight fire with fire, take one.
Have you been injured in an accident and need righteous representation? Call us, because we fight fire. Damn thing ain't working. Whoa! Not cool, bro.
I'm attorney Coy Browning. Personal injury is no joke. Just ask him.
Injured? Take a breath. Call Coy.
We're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.